Local. Breaking news. This is WYFF News 4 at 6.
We are on a path to great prosperity.
And we're an incredible state, and we can be even better.
The race for South Carolina governor, what the candidates want you to know ahead of Election Day.
All eyes on the cold that'll bring us rain this week after record warmth. Coming up, I'll map out the changes for you.
The South Carolina women's basketball team starts its season tonight. More on what head coach Dawn Staley had to say stands out about this year's team coming up.
Candidates for governor of South Carolina are making their final pitches to voters ahead of Election Day.
Republican Governor Henry McMaster faces Democratic challenger Joe Cunningham. Our Taggart Houck is live in Greenville to break it all down. Tag.
Yeah, good evening to you both. If Governor McMaster wins, he'd be the longest serving governor in South Carolina history. Cunningham, meanwhile, if he wins, he'd be the first Democratic governor in more than 20 years in the state. McMaster was in Greenville today as part of his campaign bus tour where he touted some of his accomplishments from office, including record capital investment in the state and cutting the state income tax from 7% to 6%. He's also reminding voters about his administration's response to the pandemic. Cunningham, meanwhile, had his final campaign event in Charleston tonight. He said he is all about new ideas and he's focused on legalizing marijuana and sports betting to create new revenue streams. He also says that he wants to eliminate the state income tax and that if he's elected, he'd put some Republicans in his cabinet.
That's how we charted the path on what to do, by listening to the people of South Carolina and following the Constitution of the United States. It's real easy if you do it right.
It is a red state, and it is a conservative state. And we're not looking to change that, but what we are looking is to inject some common sense into all of this.
McMaster has been governor now for 6 years. Cunningham served one term in Congress representing the Low Country. We'll have live coverage from both of the watch parties tomorrow on WYFF4. For now, in Greenville, Taggart Houck, WYFF News 4.
Taggart, thank you. Taking a closer look now at the race for South Carolina Superintendent of Education. The Democrat candidate is Lisa Ellis, and the Republican candidate is Ellen Weaver. Ellis, a teacher for 22 years, says her decades in the classroom make her the most qualified candidate. Weaver is the president and CEO of the Palmetto Promise Institute. She says her relationship with leaders in the General Assembly will get things accomplished. Furman political science professor Brent Nelson says these candidates represent the central beliefs of the two political parties.
So electing someone like Ellen Weaver would send a message to all of the politicians out there that have some control over education that school choice or some greater choice would be in the interest of South Carolina citizens. If they vote for Lisa Ellis, then they're really telling the system that we want more attention paid to the public system.
Current Superintendent of Education Molly Spearman announced last year that she would not run for re-election. Spearman, a Republican, has endorsed Ellen Weaver.
With the polls opening in less than 24 hours, early voting has produced a big turnout in the Carolinas and Georgia. In South Carolina, more than 500,000 voters have already cast their ballots. Our Kylie Jones is joining us in the studio with early voting numbers. Kylie.
And Carol, between early in-person voting and absentee voting, nearly 1 in 5 South Carolinians has already voted. According to the state elections website, there are a little under 3.4 million registered voters in South Carolina. Now in North Carolina, more than 2 million people voted during the early voting period. In Georgia, more than 2.2 million people voted early. And in South Carolina, more than 561,000 people cast ballots during early voting. This is the first November election where South Carolinians have had the option to vote early without having to specify a reason. Now, breaking it down just a little more, just under 50,000 voters in Greenville County have cast ballots so far. Election officials say early voting numbers are on par with the in-person absentee voting numbers during the 2020 presidential election. Spartanburg County says more than 27,000 people have voted early. Officials say that's more than half the number of in-person absentee voters in 2020. Now, if you're voting absentee by mail, county election officials say you have to return your ballot to the county election office by 7 p.m. tomorrow. You cannot bring that ballot to your polling precinct tomorrow. However, you can find your polling precinct on scvotes.gov. Polls in South Carolina and Georgia are open tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. In North Carolina, polls are open from 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m.